So class, today we discuss about a topic of strategic management, that is strategy implementation and the resource based model. Now first is a strategy dictated by the firm's unique resources and capability first. Second is find an environment in which to exploit these assets, means where are the best opportunities to use the resources. Now the resource based model has two types of assumptions. First is the resources are distributed heterogeneously across the firm, and second is these resources cannot be transferred between the firms without cost. Means what? If suppose we are having different offices, then all the offices will have the number of resources and types of resources differently, and when required, if we want to transfer a resource from a location to some other location, then there are many costs that need to be bear by the company, like the transportation cost, the packaging cost, etc., etc. So before transferring a resource from one location to another, company has to analyze the parameters, the requirement of the resource at the different locations. Now four attributes of resources and capabilities are the valuable. First one is the valuable, means it allows the firm to exploit opportunities or neutralize the threat in its external environment. Means if the resource is valuable, then you should compete with your competitors in the external environment. Second is rare. It is possessed by few, if any, current and potential competitors. Means if a resource is rare in the market, then you need to take the care of that resource, and you can bear the loss if you want to preserve the resource. Third is the resources and capability, and fourth is the costly to imitate. Means when other firms cannot obtain them or must obtain them at the much higher cost. Means if you are having a resource and some other firm want the resource, then you can negotiate with other firms for the resource. Next heading is the core competencies are the basis for the firms, like competitive advantage, value creation, core competencies, and ability to earn above average returns. Now all these strategies will lead to strategic intent and vision. Now what are these intent and vision? It is a winning competitive battle by leveraging the firm's resources, capabilities, and core competencies. Next, a strategic mission. It's an application of strategic intent in terms of product to be offered and markets to be served. Next is the firms and its stakeholder. Next strategy we have to frame for the firm and its stakeholder. Now stakeholders are the persons who are having the share in the company. So we are having different types of stakeholders, like capital market stakeholders, shareholders, major suppliers of the capital, banks, private lenders, venture capitalists. Secondly, capital market stakeholders, product market stakeholders, like the firm and its stakeholders, capital market stakeholders, product market stakeholders, primary customers, suppliers, hot communities, and unions. Means all these stakeholders comprises the company. Company is not a entity that is done by any individual. It is a collection of stakeholders, like banks for finances for other activities, suppliers for supplying of the raw material, customers main to which we have to sell the product and earn the profit, unions for maintaining the decorum and discipline in the system, etc., etc. Now the organizational strategies depend on and serve as a major source of competitive advantage. They are held responsible by the stakeholders. They can make decisions regarding development, acquisition, cost and use of resources, and assesses risks of strategic actions. Means the strategies of the organization, what they will do. First, they will serve as a major source of competitive advantage. Means if we are having a well trained team of strategists, then we can cope up with our competitors very easily. Second, are held responsible by the stakeholders. Means strategists are responsible for the stakeholders, for all the stakeholders in the firm. Then they make the decisions regarding development, acquisition, cost, and use of resources. Means strategists will decide and formulate the strategy for the product development, for the transfer of resources, for the use of resources at the optimal level, etc. etc. And at the end, they all leads to the profit generation. Last is the assess risks of strategic action. Means they before formulating a strategy, the strategists must analyze the pros and cons of the strategy, and they will make the management aware about each and every aspect of the strategy that is going to be implemented in the system. Okay, thanks.